Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to East Brunswick Lady Bears Soccer. I'm Phil Peterson, and I'll be calling the play-by-play for today's GMC Red Division action between the Bears and their visitors, the South Brunswick Vikings. East Brunswick enters today's game in an unfamiliar position. The team, at 10-2-2, is currently on a 3-game winless streak. One has to search long and hard to find the last time that's happened. Bears coach Lou Cosa realizes that the girls must unify and respond to the challenge now if they're going to be successful in the GMC and state tournaments. A distraction of sorts, both good and bad, has been the coming and going of U.S. national team member Heather O'Reilly, who left Monday morning for the 2003 World Cup qualifying action on the West Coast. South Brunswick has had a dismal year, with their only victory in division coming against lowly J.P. Stevens. Coach Nancy Duco's squad comes in with a 3-8-0 record, but with only 5 seniors on the team, the Vikings look to be planning for the future. In an early season meeting, 2 goals by Lisa Chen led East Brunswick to a 5-1 victory at South Brunswick. Get yourselves comfortable, as we'll be ready in a minute for the kickoff of today's match. And the Bears mosey their way out into the field as they await their challengers from South Brunswick. Bears will be in their home whites, green numbers, green shorts, and white socks, going from right to left on your screen. South Brunswick Vikings in their black shirts, black shorts, black socks, yellow numbers. And starting out today for the Bears, in goal, Dana Geyser. In the back, Zena Hazuri, Jamie Assini, Caitlin Park. Also, Justine Barbado, Stephanie Blanner, Lauren Esposito, Jody Gladstone, Christy Lang, Jenna Barbado, and Lisa Chin. For the visitors from South Brunswick, Alyssa Balachi, Tanya Earl, Jamie Liebering, Sarah Waniak, Kawasha Pierre, Leah Rispoli, Eve Miserak, Lori Shimon, Samantha Littlejohn, Jessica Mastronardi, and Tricia Mateos. We'll play 2 40-minute halves. If the score remains tied, we'll go into 2 10-minute sudden death overtimes. First shot of the game off the foot of Tanya Earl, a senior co-captain. As I said at the outset, South Brunswick's had a rough year so far. Only 3 victories, only one of them within their division. Right now they're playing for pride and hopefully for a little better seeding in the GMC, for the GMC tournament. Jody Gladstone with a cross. Jenna Barbado coming in from her left midfield. Left foot shot by Lisa Chin, wide to the left. Good hustle by Gladstone down the right wing, giving the Bears their first scoring opportunity of the match. Stephanie Blanner with the left foot. Lisa Chin looking across field, cuts it back. Feeds Gladstone. Lays it off for Chin. And ball bounced off of Lisa's legs, so it'll be a throw-in for South Brunswick. Have a cool, little cloudy seasonal day, I guess you'd call it, this late October afternoon here at J. Doyle Field. Blanner back to Assini. She'll look to play it back to Blanner. Back heel to Park. Christy Lang, the freshman. And Jamie Liebering will hit the low hard punt, headed away by Zena Hazuri. Both teams crowding the middle third of the field. Middle third if you're going lengthwise from goal to goal. So with a narrow field and a crown on it to boot, any ball played out wide stands a stronger chance of rolling out of bounds. Tanya Earl with a nice cutback, beats Park. Long cross just out of the reach of number 18, Lori Shimon. One of the youngsters on this South Brunswick team. 5 freshman players for Coach Nancy Duco. Esposito to Blanner. Lisa Chin. Good combination passing right now. It's got Christy Lang down the right wing, tries to cut inside on Samantha Littlejohn. And it'll result in a Bear throw-in. Now everybody's crowded over to the far side of the field. The old saying, there's strength in numbers, but it'd help if they spread out a little bit too. Lang. Barbado tries to work her way inside of Eve Miserak. Justine Barbado with a long shot, deflected by somebody and rolls easily into Liebering's arms. Jenna Barbado with the throw-in. Kashana Pierre. Long cross by Jenna Barbado, swings out, but everybody was over this side of the field, so there was nobody to take that cross and do something with it. Blanner with a little toe poke. Esposito. Chin shielding the ball, nice turn. Park stepping up from her left back. Turns it into Lang. Oh, Justine Barbado was wide open about 2 yards away for a little layoff from Lang, but wasn't recognized. Gladstone in alone, and she scores. In the 5th minute, Jody Gladstone slots one into the right corner of the net for an early 1-0 Bear lead. Nice little through pass. We'll try to get the name and number before the day's out on who assisted on that, but it was a nice through ball. Left Gladstone wide open from about 6 yards out. The ball came from the right side. South Brunswick's defense got caught up a little too far, and Gladstone held her line just long enough for the ball to be played through and avoid being offsides. Alyssa Bellacci plays it down the left wing. Bassini. And she'll play it off the referee. May not help her later in the match, but Balachi intercepted by Chin. Good read. And Esposito will hammer one down the middle. Gladstone showing some speed, breaks down the left side. And she'll play it off for Pierre. Should have been a white throw-in. Got a handball on Pierre as she threw her arms up in the air while Gladstone tried to volley it over top of her. And Chin will set up just outside the South Brunswick zone. Swings it to the right side. Esposito with a wild flailing volley. It's already 8.5 minutes in. We haven't had a substitute yet, which is very rare. Jenna Barbado, nice cutback. Park overlapping down the left. Tries to touch it through, but nobody responding. Gladstone with space on the right. And Jenna Barbado takes a little forearm from Miserak. Mastronardi for the Vikings. Chin looking for an opening. Tries to thread a pass through to Gladstone. Barbado to Barbado. She's got time and space, see if she can cut in. Looked like she was trying to cut towards the middle, but got shut off by South Brunswick. Missouri with the left-footed volley, finds Chin. Blanner with Earl. Earl cuts back. Justine Barbado over to Chin. Barbado gets it back. In case you're just tuning in, we're 11 minutes into the first half of this girls varsity soccer match between the East Brunswick Lady Bears and the South Brunswick Vikings. Gladstone dekes around an overcommitting defender. Jenna Barbado in, strong left foot. And Lang just nods it over the bar. The goal just before the 6th minute by Jody Gladstone has put the Bears on top 1-0. And except for one shot fielded by Bears keeper Dana Geyser so far, it's been very quiet down the East Brunswick end of the field. Lauren Esposito, who was recovered from an early season injury and back in action. And Jenna Barbado's taken down. Justine will look to hammer this right towards the net. Caitlin Park with a chance. Right at the keeper. Chin with an open net, and it's wide. Left back Caitlin Park found herself in unfamiliar territory. She looked up and thought, oh my God, I can't believe I've got a wide open net and nobody defending against me. And then all of a sudden the goalie appeared right at her feet. That could spell the end for South Brunswick early today, as they have, except for Tanya Earl up front, have virtually everybody else within 18 yards of their goal. Bellacci out to Earl. Mastronardi over to Bellacci. And Stephanie Blanner with the hard tackle. Good counterattack. Nice touch by Chin. The importance of the first touch of that ball will set up your next play. Got some very strong, fast players out there, but if you have a difficult time controlling the ball, it makes everything else moot. Justine wants that one back as she played it right into the feet of the South Brunswick defender. And Chin will get called for the push. Far contrast to the boys' game last week, where the whistle was blowing every 10 to 15 seconds. We've had maybe 3 fouls called so far. And we've got the little ball girls again, courtesy of the U11 girls travel soccer team, the East Brunswick Rage. Keeping the play flowing every time the ball goes out of bounds. Park. Justine Barbado all over the field right now. Forces a throw in at Gladstone. Gonna have a handball. I might have let that one go. I think the ball played the hand more than the hand played the ball that time. But the referee called what he called. See if Justine can swing him more towards the net this time. Same identical spot as before with the same result. Gonna have a jumping in foul on Park. She's had her first taste of action inside the other team's box. Look for her to be running up there most of the day. Blanner, with all the time in the world, finds Jenna Barbado over to Justine. Back over to Hazuri on the other side. Lang touches it on to Esposito. Gladstone in alone. Oh, right at the keeper. It's twice now in the last couple of minutes. Jamie Liebering's got a bullseye on her that the girls are compelled to hit. And they've done a good job the last 2 shots on net. And we'll get our first substitutions of the day. The South Brunswick brings in 3 fresh troops, replacing Mastronardi, Waniak, and Pierre.
There are 2 lots of the press box with the numbers of the players and any fans are interested.
Vikings will restart just inside Bear territory. Bodied out by Park and volleyed out by Blanner. Got Gladstone and Lang running up front. And the Bears will make their first substitutions of the day. Anna Wallace, Caroline Oppenberger, and Ariel Tagger will replace Lauren Esposito, Christy Lang, and Stephanie Blanner. Chin to Barbado. To Park, headed on by Jenna. Chin tries to get it through, but can't beat Earl. Earl's one-on-one against Cassini. He's going to look to explode past her. Takes her out wide. And a good recovery by Ariel Tagger to force a corner kick. Alyssa Bellacci, the junior midfielder. Swings a low, hard kick. Nobody there for the Vikings. Well, East Brunswick's had numerous opportunities. Could easily be 3 or 4 to nothing right now, but the flip side is South Brunswick's had very little opportunity. Middle of the field clogged up as Chin tries to break through. Headed on by Jenna. Gladstone. Cuts in. Slides one over to the right side. Chin. Muscled away by Alyssa Goldsmith. Chin again. And she scores. Lisa Chin in the 22nd minute gives the Bears a 2-0 lead. Well, the ball went back and forth across the goal mouth like a ping pong ball. And Lisa Chin distributed the ball and received it probably 3 or 4 times in a short time span before she was finally able to turn and pop one into the upper left corner. Now, Coach Duco for South Brunswick, prior to the game, had her team huddled up and was, again, the fact that it's a young team and they've had a rough season so far, was stressing to her team that at the end of the season, should they win today, and anybody asked them how they did this year, they could say we beat East Brunswick, and that would be it. So this is their World Cup final, and right now it's not going like they had hoped. Tagger, nice one touch, flicked back by Wallace to Chin and back to Wallace. Jenna Barbado through the middle. Tagger with some quickness to get that ball. Chin could take one from there. Missouri collides with Sarah Javerbaum. Rispoli over to Bellacci. Got Earl streaking down the wing, but Assini taps it out left. Nice play by Park. Chin got Gladstone a little too far ahead of Anna Wallace. And Jamie Liebering a little nonchalant coming out after that ball. Wallace nearly picked it off in midstream. We're 25 minutes into the first half of this girls soccer action from J. Doyle Field in East Brunswick. And the Lady Bears have a 2-0 lead on their visitors from South Brunswick. And have been knocking on the door virtually the entire game right now. Tagger tripped up from behind by Mizrak. The Vikings doing a poor marking job right now as the Bears have had numerous opportunities. And we'll have substitutions from both teams. Lang and Esposito back in the match, replacing Gladstone and Jenna Barbado, the good twin. Lang, Chin. Sends an outside foot pass to Esposito, puts it back to Lang down the middle. Nice cutback, she could take this in. Left-footed shot, save. But she had it lined up, but she didn't get all of that one. Must have gotten colder out there. Even the cheerleaders have stopped cheering for the time being. Lang was just a half a stride offside. Good call by the official. Nice touch by Barbado to pull in that long goal kick. Flicked on to Esposito. Volley across, just out of the reach of Caroline Knoppenberger. That sequence is set up. Justine Barbado making a great first touch in that goal kick. South Brunswick giving the Bears a lot of opportunities down the middle of the field here. There's the cheerleaders, they're back. Earl, the quick in swinger to Rispoli. And Park will get called. Oh. Surprising turn of events. I thought for sure Park was going to get called for the push from behind. And I think Coach Duco for the Vikings thought the same thing. Park takes it to the middle. Nice switch of fields. A little too far for Knoppenberger. Good dummy move by Park as she left it for Esposito and drew the defender with her. Park's off the ground and will take the throw in. Chin through the middle. Cross comes through and one-timer by Chin, just wide right. Coach Coase will have everybody into today's match. Kerry Smith and Katrina Miklik entering the game. Well, this South Brunswick can show some offensive signs of life. Justine breaking through. Nice dish off to Wallace. Wallace looked like she had a little more time and space down the left side, but opted to play it right into the middle and was intercepted. Esposito cutting it back against the grain. Wallace, good pressure. Park with the acrobatic kick and the volley down the middle. Ooh, dangerous play. It's almost had one opponent needing an orthodontist. Down the left side, Jackie Davis. And Dana guys are getting ready for a shot that never came. Earl with Park in pursuit. Plays it off to Mizrak. Palachi tries to go through the middle. Broken up by Barbado, who takes back. Park kind of taking it out on the young freshman Mizrak. Crossed by Geyser, and it's in. Tanya Earl. Dana Geyser just come off her line, and Earl had a quick shot that curled into the top left corner. And South Brunswick, after having the play down their end for virtually entire half, cuts the deficit to 2-1. Oh, that is not what the Coach Kosa was looking for. Tanya Earl had a little time and space, and just as Dana Geyser took a couple of steps off her line, Earl did the smart thing by lofting across high. There's no way Geyser could recover for that one. And again, it seems to, even in spite of their 10-win, 2-loss, and 2-tie record this year, in most cases, the Bears just have not put the nail in the coffin when they've had the opportunity to. And now they're under siege again as Earl gets the ball. Geyser bobbles it, but comes up with it. Well, maybe we won't see all those substitutions after all. Stephanie Blanner checks back in, replacing Ariel Tagger. Barbado can't get it through Mizrak. Jackie Davis. Her and Carrie Smith going toe-to-toe. Park, chest it down. Miklik with a little chip. Lane cuts in. Shielded off by Pierre. And we'll get a corner kick. First corner kick the Bears have had all day. They've had 2 free kicks just outside the South Brunswick box. Justine Barbado with the long in-swinger. Flicked out by Tricia Matos. Blanner to Park. Curls it in, trying to find Lucini. Who's up deep from her sweeper position. Unofficially, we have about 4 minutes left in the first half here. East Brunswick Lady Bears on top of their visitors from South Brunswick, 2-1. Bears have had a sharp edge in scoring opportunities, but have only 2 on the board to show for their efforts. Nice ball work by Lisa Rispoli. Tries to deliver to Earl, but Assini chips it along, hits off the back of Lang's heel. Lang recovers. He's got Wallace going down the middle. She can find her. Wallace breaks around the right. She's got Justine Barbado in the middle. She can get it into her. Assini to take the throw in near the corner flag. Deep into the box, headed by Lang, but it's cleared out wide. Jenna Barbado. Nice cross. Earl down the right side again. And Park will do the smart thing and hit it out of bounds, allowing her teammates to come back and help. Be another throw-in for the Vikings as we get down to the just under 2 minutes. South Brunswick would love to get the equalizer before halftime, or at the very least, keep the ball out of their own end.
Mark up, we got somebody alone there.
Earl curls it back in. Oh, she's got Mastronardi wide open, but she couldn't receive the ball properly. Left-footed shot right into the gut of Geyser. Or Earl hit a nice little cross inside to Jessica Mastronardi. And if she could have controlled it, we would have had a score knotted up. And Justine Barbado gets called for a little nudge from behind. All of a sudden, South Brunswick's got a little life in those legs. Gladstone not aggressive to the ball. It's intercepted by Morgan. And now we're starting to get into a kickball game here. Not a well-organized attack by either team right now. Headed out by Assini. Gladstone sprinting down the left. He's got one defender to beat. And the referee signals the end of the first half. Goals by Gladstone, Jody Gladstone and Lisa Chin for the Bears, and one for Tanya Earl at South Brunswick. And after 40 minutes, 2-1 East Brunswick. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the second half. And we're ready for the start of the second half. The teams assume their positions on the field. Bears will go from left to right in your screen, as what looked like a potential blowout has turned into a tightly contested match. And we're underway. I told you I'd get the assists on those 2 East Brunswick goals. Jody Gladstone's goal came off a pass from Lisa Chin. And Chin's goal was assisted by Caroline Knoppenberger. Well, we'll see what that late first half goal did for the momentum of the Vikings. As all of a sudden they're in the game now. Schmon. Dangerous play. Too slow on the back pass. It's a good way to get your defender hurt. Barbato with a nice takeaway. Trying to find her sister Jenna down on the left side. Gladstone. And we'll get a goal kick for South Brunswick. Liebering, and right out of bounds it goes. See if the Bears can keep some width in their positioning and open up the South Brunswick defense a little. Oh, no handball call. Justine Barbato breaks through a little too hard in that last touch, or she might have been in for a clean shot at the net. Palacci just gets a toe on it. And Esposito hits a nice ball right down. Christy Lang on the right side with plenty of space. Finds Chen. Lang, nice move. And Liebering will take it across field. Gladstone trying to get around Pierre. Chen in all alone on the left side. And Lang just couldn't get a strong enough foot on it. Oh, she wants that one back. Gladstone took it right to the touchline, just to the outside of the goal. And slid a sweet little pass across the goal mouth. Lang couldn't get a strong enough foot on it. And every missed opportunity as the game wears on could come back to haunt the Bears. Chin spins around. Little John is running out of time and space, and we're going to get a free kick as Lisa got bowled over. Lang again out front. Jenna Barbato swings a little shot that Liebering picks up easily. Park's got to be careful. Every 50-50 ball coming out there, she's got her hand out in the defender's back. And she gets taken down herself that time. Chen. Justine Barbato back through the middle. Chen trying to spin around. The chin spin. Earl touches it past Park and receives it back again. Through the middle, Mastrodonardi. Intercepted by Rispoli. Long ball, fielded by Geyser. Well, we had a handball that time on number 18 for the Vikings. One referee told him to play on, the other one blew the whistle, so the whistle rules. Ball popped out to the middle, headed back by Justine DeGenna. Now this is the 6th year there's been a Barbado playing on the Lady Bears team. Their older sister Ashley, who's now going to college at Seton Hall. After this season, we'll have a few years before the next crew of Barbado girls comes up. Nice fake. And a shot just wide by Stephanie Blanner. Goal kick again out of bounds out the foot of Liebring. Chin with her back to the goal. Nice dish off to Blanner. She'll take the left foot again, headed through. Bears starting to get shots from about 30 yards out. Blanner puts it to an open spot and nobody there to get it. Little John. Earl. Alyssa Bellacci. Good off the ball movement by South Brunswick now as they're opening up the Bears a little. Justine Barbado. It's possession by Bellacci. And Assini left foot volleys that ball out. Chin switching fields. She's got Esposito. She can look for her teammates. Floats one up to an empty spot. Headed out by the Vikings. Alyssa Goldsmith.
Go. Get a corner on it.
Well, might have been a corner kick. Now it's going to be a short corner. No. Referee's calling a goal kick. Goldsmith intercepted by Esposito. Chin breaks around the right. Dribbles herself right out of space. As soon as she beat that first defender, she had to deliver that ball across. It's been kind of a Jekyll and Hyde season for the Bears. Some of it has obviously been a little bit of distraction. I guess obviously it's a good thing when you have a player on your team that is now on the U.S. women's national team. But the continuity has been lacking, as Heather O'Reilly's been here for a part of the time, and other parts she's training and playing with the national team. So right now, with her not scheduled to return till around the 9th or 10th of November, the Lady Bears have got to just obviously wish her the best, but realize that they've got to find a way to unify themselves out there on the field, because they don't have that one go-to person out there. It actually might work in their benefit too. The opponents won't know who to key on if everybody's contributing out there in the field. But their immediate challenge is to put another ball or two behind the South Brunswick keeper and salt this game away. Longer South Brunswick stays in this game. We're 11 minutes into the second half and are only trailing by 1, despite the territorial advantage. Their confidence is rising with each minute. Headed out by Park. Gladstone trying to shield the ball, and she's going to get called for a high kick. And we're going to have a foul against the Vikings. Quick restart. Lauren Esposito coming down the right side. See if she can catch up to it. Well, in case you're channel surfing right now and you just stopped and said, what the heck is this? You're watching a girls varsity soccer match from East Brunswick. East Brunswick Bears leading the South Brunswick Vikings 2-1. 13 minutes into the second half. Left-footed kick by Assini. And fair catch called by Jamie Liebring. She'll punt it out. Once again, dangerously close to putting it out of bounds. Park bull rushing away forward. Gladstone close to another dangerous play. Justine Barbados sprinting and just out of bounds. Bears defenders are taking chances going up. South Brunswick is showing some good signs of spreading the field out, making the quick one-touch passes to try to break away from some aggressive Bear defending. And Anna Wallace will come in now, replacing Christy Lang. Lauren Esposito, right back to Goldsmith. Nice play to swing it wide. Good ball movement by the Vikings. Chin with the in-swinger, Gladstone. And Liebring, good, quick offer line this time. Ball played back to Assini. Blanner. Justine Barbero trying to give herself some space. Park down the left side. Esposito forces a throw in. Chin, let's see if she can get a quick cross off. No help for South Brunswick as the Bears are crowding her out on the right side. East Brunswick trying to force turnovers, and they do as Blanner steps up. Jenna Barbado heads it through. She's going to get it back. Oh, just over the bar. Nice header down from Jenna Barbado to Anna Wallace. Anna received the ball, played it right back to Jenna, who hit a left foot over the top bar. And once again, a South Brunswick goal kick goes out of bounds. You would think after the first time she'd change her strategy, but and very few whistles out there compared to most varsity soccer matches. This one's been relatively calm. I don't know if the officials realize that they don't need to blow the whistle every time the ball goes out of bounds. Esposito looking for help. Tripped over the 28-yard line. Blanner. Good delivery. Who's there? Jenna Barbado collides with a keeper. And nobody can get a foot on it right now. Caitlin Park stepping up. Justine over to Chen. And that one will swing wide left. Jenna showing no hesitation on that 50-50 ball with the keeper. Malachi. Nice patient ball movement. Row with a flick on. She's got Wallace and Gladstone. Wallace off the post and right out to Liebring. Well, if there's any fault in Chin's play so far today, it's been that tendency to hang on to the ball for that one extra touch. It's cost her numerous crosses. Time to make those passes or before you have to make the pass. If you have to make the pass, it's already too late because the defender's got a beat on you. Jamie Assini to toss it in. Deep into the box. Crossed by Barbado. Couldn't swing it in. And we'll get a goal kick as we are midway through the second half of this 2-1 game. East Brunswick Lady Bears on top of their host, the visitors from South Brunswick. And even though South Brunswick's had a difficult year, right now they're looking A, for some respectability, and B, for a little better positioning with the Greater Middlesex Conference seedings for tournament purposes. So the tournament, everyone starts off with the same 0-0 slate. At that point, anything can happen. Goldsmith. Barbado, nice touch. Chin, if she can hit it through one time. Wallace. And Little John will play it safe. Don't see the need to have such a specialized throw in from that far out.
Come on, make it work.
Volleyed out. Now Ossini's got to sprint back. No offsides and a throw in. Chen. She's in. Off. Good save by Liebring. Great save as she held her position, cut down the angle. And Chen put it where she wanted it, but Liebring had her hands out there to parry it wide. And a missed kick by Goldsmith. And we're going to have a corner kick for the Bears. Justine Barbado. Nobody there for the Bears as Liebring had an easy reception of that cross. And absolutely kills momentum by playing it out of bounds again. It's about the 5th time this half she's done that between the goal kicks and the punts. But again, in spite of all the offensive pressure by East Brunswick, it remains a 2-1 game. Got to keep everybody well fed in here. Ossini got her all steaming down the right side. One of the rare times South Brunswick's been in our East Brunswick's half of the field. Cross. Bears got a break if they can capitalize. Wallace feeds it down to Esposito. Feathers a pass through to Gladstone. Gladstone being held off by Pierre. Ossini once again with a long throw. Liebring got the big right paw out and knocked that off for a corner kick. And this time Lisa Chin will set up. Ossini's right there. Look for the short play. And there it is. Justine Barbado right over the football post. Got a little excited about having that much time and space out in front of the net. And sailed it over the top. Chin. Looking for help. It's got Esposito. Delivers it to the middle. Little indecision on the part of Blanner and Justine Barbado. And now Earl turns it over with Park holding her off. Ball comes across, just out of Esposito's reach. Unofficially, about 13.5 minutes remaining. Of course, the official time is kept by the officials out there. Chen. Deep cross. Lassini with Mastronardi sprinting. Picked off by Rispoli. Palacci. Mastronardi. And Justine Barbado working hard to get that ball back. Sends Wallace on the right. Nice play. Sends it across, and they'll get a corner kick out of this. Nice change of pace by Anna Wallace as she froze defender Ashley Morgan for just a split second. And as soon as Morgan stopped, Wallace blew right by her. Chin with the long cross. Could have been a handball, and it was. I think they called it the wrong way, but certainly looked like that hand came off the South Brunswick defender, but long ball by Lauren Esposito goes high over the bar. Palacci's got time and space and a person on the right. She'll try to play make again. Nice play by Knoppenberger. Esposito a little out of control on that sequence. Well, it's now officially cold as the cheerleaders have their warm-ups on as the sun drops behind the trees. Wallace to Chen. Got two people on it, so someone's got to be open. Plays it through to Jenna Barbado. Very little substitution by either team this half. Assini looking for the clearing play. Finds Esposito on the right. Chip back to the middle to Chen. Lauren Esposito takes it to the middle. Justine, nice fake. Beats Bellacci. Beats Rispoli. Quick turnover. Earl makes an ill-advised pass. It's picked off by Assini. Geyser's got to come way out for that one. Chin with plenty of space. Chested down by Alyssa Goldsmith. She's been steady at her sweeper position today. One of the co-captains of the Vikings team. And we're going to have a trip called against the Bears. It's now pressure time for South Brunswick as we're under 8 minutes. At this point, giving up another goal's not going to matter too much in the wins and losses, but look for them to be pushing a little more aggressively forward. As you can see, some overlapping now. Here they go. Jackie Davis. Quick recovery by Zena Hazuri. Nice turn by Esposito. Counterattack, Wallace on the right. Quick through the middle. She's got Chin. And a great save by Liebring. Good vision by Wallace as she saw Chin down her left side, had her defender beaten. And a great save by Jamie Liebring to keep South Brunswick in this match. Bellacci back the other way. And we're going to have an obstruction call against Knoppenberger. Little John with the kick. Flicked on by Rispoli. Headed out by Justine Barbado. Bellacci. Tries to swing it over to the left. Blander there to take it up. Bellacci getting a little too casual with that play in the midfield. Lang. Got Esposito. See if she can swing it to the left. Good ball. And Knoppenberger just out of her reach. Chen. Nice turn to keep the ball in South Brunswick's end. We're in the 35th minute of the second half. Bellacci chested down by Park. And Park goes down trying to defend against Earl. Earl's got a lot of time and space. Not a lot of help out there as it's 2-on-4. And if anyone from South Brunswick had overlapped that time, they would have had a clear path to the net. Jenna Barbado and Jody Gladstone back in. Well, if nothing else at this point, it's got to be a moral victory for South Brunswick after getting hammered 5-1 their last meeting. Ball looked like it slipped out of Davis's hands on that throw-in. Earl swings it through. One-on-one with Park was Laurie Schmoen. Long throw and flicked on. Mastronardi. Long ball. Maybe a little premature in that shot by Rispoli as she had nobody in there, the box to help on that. Quick ball movement by South Brunswick. Davis crosses it back in. Headed out by Assini. Balachi to Earl. A little confusion in there on both teams. Playing hot potato with that. Wallace gathers it in. Dishes it off. Taken away by South Brunswick again. And Jackie Davis loses that one out of bounds. Ashwana Pierre took that one right in the belly. Earl one-on-one with Park. Steps down the right side. Jenna Barbado coming back to help. Long ball delivered in. And Geyser bats it down and gathers it in. Dangerous play by Earl, similar to the one she scored on towards the end of the first half. Well, we're looking at about the last minute of play here, unofficially, of course. Bears will try to kill the rest of the time down South Brunswick's end. It almost appears South Brunswick's very content with a 2-1 loss right now. And we'll have a trip. Nice play by Zena Hazuri. Held her ground. Balachi. Quick one touch. Hazuri again steps up. He's coming up big in this last minute. And that'll do it in our match. No scoring in the second half. Bears on goal. The East Brunswick Lady Bears on goals by Jody Gladstone and Lisa Chin have defeated South Brunswick 2-1 to end their 3-game winless skid. On behalf of myself, Phil Peterson, and the crew at EBTV, we wish you a good day.